coming to us from lands a little bit far away, but we'll get to that in a minute. I'd just like to acknowledge that I'm coming to you from the lands of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. And this week we're going to have a bit of a talk about kids safe work that Red Cross is doing. Welcome, Arden, and where are you coming to us from?
Hi, Anthony. Thanks so much for having me. So I am very fortunate enough to be working from home in New Zealand right now. So I'm coming from the lands of the Māori people today. And obviously that is a bit of a different history to the history with the Indigenous people in Australia. And in the Māori lands, we kind of have a strong connection with the Māori people here and an understanding of their culture and practices. So very fortunate to be on this land today.
Yes, very envious here. I don't know the weather's there like is there, but it's a wet, miserable Melbourne day today. So good for you. But Arden, you're the lead in ES around child safety and child safety training. So it'd be really good to have a bit of a chat about that today because I hear there's some changes coming, and this is just such an important area for us. It's one of the most important things is keeping our children safe across a community with all the activities that we do. So what are the changes, Arden, in and around the kids space?
Awesome, thanks. So in Red Cross, the changes that we'll be experiencing is that over the next year, there'll be some mandatory training for keeping kids safe, and that main training is called Keeping Kids Safe Level 1. And also in Victoria, within the government, they have introduced some new child safe standards, which became effective on the 1st of July. So these standards are minimum standards that organisations will have to provide services for, or for organisations that are engaged with children and young people. And this is super important for Red Cross and Victorian Emergency Services because, as we all know and we've all experienced in a relief centre, children are always there and they're always super vulnerable. So we need to have significant training and understanding of how to keep these kids safe.
That's fantastic. I can't think of anything more important than keeping our kids safe, particularly in those vulnerable situations that we work in. So what a fantastic initiative. And what is Red Cross doing in this space? You mentioned the training, and what else is going on?
Yeah, so Red Cross is currently providing Keeping Kids Safe Level 1 trainings, and these are provided quarterly at the moment. This is a 4-hour training, and it is basically teaching everyone how to essentially keep kids safe. So that means it's telling us why it's important for us to be able to keep children safe. Why do volunteers need to understand how to keep kids safe, how to identify risk, and when a child might need extra support, and identify when children are actually in those kind of vulnerable circumstances and what we can do about it and how we can help them. I'm sure from a few experiences, people have been in situations where they don't always know if a child is actually at risk or how to manage a situation. So the Keeping Kids Safe training is there to try and provide that clarity and that confidence in volunteers and team members to be able to act appropriately in any challenging situation with children involved.
That's brilliant. I hear threads of PFA in there too, which is excellent. So I'm sure all this interconnects, and we can figure out how to look, listen, and link as well in that space. So thanks so much, Arden. That's been great. We're going to talk more about this. Kids Safe Week is coming up, so we'll be doing another video and some more posting around it. So this is an emerging space for us that we all need to be aware of and that we all need to keep working on and thinking about. So thanks so much, Arden.
That's okay. Thanks so much for having me, Anthony. And I hope everyone is looking forward to attending the training. It's going to be a lot of fun and a lot to learn. So.
Awesome. Thanks.
Thanks.